I'm Mark.
I'm Josh.
And this is Alter Ego Comics TV for the week of February 10th, 2016, also known as Deadpool Week. So we will be celebrating the Merc with a Mouth by giving our top 5 Deadpool stories, collections.
Or it could be Mardi Gras Week or Fat
It
Tuesday,
could be.
Ash Wednesday.
Today's Ash Wednesday, so Dominus Ominous. Yes, so we will get to that in a moment, but we do want to highlight some of the stuff that came out this week that was incredibly awesome. And it's going to sound very familiar if you watch the show on a regular basis, because it's a lot of the same stuff. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Old Man Logan #1 came out just 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken, and because Marvel just likes to pump comics out faster than who knows what, we get Old Man Logan #2 this week, written by Jeff Lemire, artwork by Andrea Sorrentino, and it's my pick of the week. Issue #1 was my pick of the week. I love Wolverine. That is all.
That is all.
It's one of the great things about this issue is Wolverine is basically, not Wolverine, Old Man Logan. Can't say Wolverine anymore, apparently, because 20th Century Fox will get angry. But Old Man Logan has gone back in time, essentially. We don't know if this is originally his time. I have a feeling it's not. It was kind of a parallel universe or something, but who knows. So Old Man Logan is in the present. In the future, very bad things happen to him and to his family, and he has a hit list on his arm, so he doesn't forget, apparently, to take out people in the present so that the bad stuff doesn't happen in the future. Whether that works or not, who knows. But high on his list is Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk, because the Hulk family is a bunch of inbred, disgusting hillbillies in the future, and they do some horrific stuff. So Old Man Logan hunts down the Hulk, but it's not Bruce Banner anymore, it's Amadeus Cho. There's your story. It's really good stuff. I don't know what else to say. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I already have. I've already spent too much time on it. But seeing Old Man Logan run around in the present where he doesn't really know what's going on, but he thinks he knows what's going on, and again, as I mentioned with the first issue, this is like killer, brutal Logan. You know, he's on a mission to make sure that what happens to him and his family doesn't happen, and he's willing to do whatever it takes.
He's basically the Terminator. He will not stop until
he cannot be reasoned with.
So as a comic book doctor, what does it mean when you say you broke a rib? That doesn't mean it's detached from the rib cage. That means the rib is actually broken?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Because he says in there that I broke 5 ribs, and he's still got adamantium in his skeleton, doesn't he? His claws are adamantium,
His claws
at least.
appear to be adamantium. Note to Jeff Lemire, Wolverine's ribs can't break.
They could dislocate, maybe. That's cartilage, so I don't know.
See, and I didn't even notice that because I enjoyed the story.
I enjoyed the story too, but
Sheldon Cooper over here noticed it and wanted to make a big deal out of it. I was in his seat earlier. It was ugly. Carry on.
We've got 2 Miss Marvel books this week. Totally Awesome Hulk is not a Miss Marvel book. All New, All Different Avengers, which features on the cover Iron Man kicking Kamala Khan out of the Avengers, and then actual Miss Marvel. And I really like that the 2 books complement each other. They're telling completely separate stories, but they're both about how Kamala's kind of got a lot on her plate with her family and school and superheroing. And it was just awesome. Every issue of Miss Marvel has been great. Jude Wilson's knocking it out of the park.
From the beginning.
Yes. From the beginning 2 reboots ago,
Yes.
whenever it was. And I'm also really enjoying Mark Waid's direction on All New, All Different Avengers. It's not the book I thought I was getting, but I'm really liking what he's doing with it.
Red Wolf #3. Get it.
Third verse,
there were
the
2
first.
issues that came out before it. Find them. The thing I like about Red Wolf is it's a small book.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not on the scale of any of the Avengers books or the X-Men books or even Old Man Logan, but this is the story of one guy, Red Wolf, and he's a man out of time. Those are always fun stories. Whether it's the Thor movie or Sleepy Hollow, the TV series, man out of time stories or woman out of time stories are always fun. And this is fun, but it's a very serious story. Written by Nathan Edmondson, artwork by that guy, Dalibor Talajic. It's just really solid. Don't go looking for some big, epic, universe-spanning book. Just enjoy the little things. More people should be reading it. Red Wolf.
This is more of a public service announcement than anything. Batman 49 came out this week. And in case you can't tell from the cover, it involves Bruce Wayne, who has previously not had any memories, and Batman. So if you stopped reading Batman because Bruce Wayne was not Batman,
it's time to come back.
You should maybe check this one out. Definitely the next one, but probably this one too.
Okay, speaking of Batman, Batman Superman number 29 is out this week, written by the always awesome Tom Taylor, artwork by that guy. I'm not going to get to it. I'm pulling a Josh. I'm having to flip through here. And is it on the last page? Roca is the last name. That's all I'm giving you. That's all on the cover. I can't find it. This is part 2 of a 3-part story of the Batman and Superman that I want to read. They're friends. They have known each other for a while. This is kind of a story outside of continuity, outside of time, but they're in their new 52 garb, so it takes place during the past 5 years. They're investigating the murder of a giant space alien on the moon, and everything is not as it appears. We get the friendly neighborhood Lobo makes an appearance. The like the old Lobo better. Am I a crotchety old man because I like the old Lobo?
I wasn't sure which Lobo that is, because he sort of looks like a cross between the old Lobo and the new Lobo.
On Weight Watchers, he does.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's very little. I mean,
he's very metrosexual or whatever it is,
but he's still got the kind of Wolverine-looking hair, and like
he's
looks
got
a little
long
more,
hair, but he's skinny, and I like the bad. I gave up swearing for Lent, so I can't say that word.
Bastiche.
Yeah. He was the Bastich.
Yeah,
I was going to say something else.
Oh, okay.
Bad, and then the next word. It's not really a swear word. It's a horse or a donkey. Batman Superman 29. If you can find it, you should get it. And I say that because sales on this book have been lacking, at least in our store. So it's kind of tough to guess the numbers. I have a feeling that there's more in stock at our distributors. So if you really want to read a good Batman Superman story, we can probably hook you up. We may have to order them if we run out, but we'll find a way to get them. You got another one?
That's all. You got another one?
That's all you got? Okay.
Comics are awesome.
A lot came out this week, but again, it's a lot of the same. No new number ones to really trump it, which is okay.
All new Wolverine's still good. All new X-Men still good.
Hawkeye
was good.
Yeah. Okay, so it's Deadpool week. This Deadpool movie that they've been promoting for what seems like an eternity is out this Friday, and we thought we'd go through our recommendations for the best Deadpool stories to start with. And really, the best place to start is Deadpool Classic Volume 1. This is written by a variety of people, including Mark Waid and Fabian Nicienza. I butchered that, I know. It basically collects the early appearances of Deadpool, including New Mutants 98, and the first miniseries, The Circle Chase, the miniseries written by Mark Waid, and some other stuff. It's a thick tome. Deadpool Classic gives you the beginnings of this character, and it's the best place to start. Several volumes available, but obviously you can start with Volume 1, and then you can tear through all 12 or 13 of them.
Next up on where to start, if you're looking for a little more modern take on Deadpool, kind of the iconic version we're seeing in the movie, the best place to get into that is probably Deadweight. It's a great book. Deadpool by Daniel Way. They've got those out in a complete collection now. This started right around the time of Secret Invasion, for those who need to orient yourself in the comic timeline. And this is great. This is where we this is where we see extensive use of the 2 word balloons, the 2 voices inside his head, arguing and bickering with him, and it's great. It starts with a great Deadpool Skrull story as part of the Secret Invasion. He's hired by Nick Fury, and it's awesome. This is, to my mind, this is the classic modern Deadpool. This is the beginning of Deadpool.
Next up would be Deadpool Volume 1, Dead Presidents. This is kind of the current, well, not the current version, the current Marvel Universe version. It's the same version as essentially Daniel Way, but they got rid of the voices in his head.
Although they did explain why they were there and why they went away,
right.
So that was kind of neat.
But this introduces a supporting character that actually becomes a voice in his head. And in another twist of fate, he's hired by S.H.I.E.L.D., again, to take out these dead presidents that have been raised from the dead by a necromancer. Written by Jerry Dugan and comedian Brian Posehn. Art in this first arc by Tony Moore, who did the first arc of The Walking Dead. So he gets to draw zombie presidents, which is fun. Really, really fun story, good stuff. And it's essentially, with Marvel and their starting and stopping, this is the beginning of the current run on Deadpool.
Yeah, another one that you're going to want to check out. Maybe you're saying, Josh, I don't want to read 10 years worth of Deadpool to know what's going on in this movie. If you just want the essence of Deadpool, the core Deadpool experience.
That's a cologne, by the way.
Yes. It smells like cancer and blood.
It smells like, oh no, that's Old Blind Ale. It smells like old lady.
Yes. What you want to check out is Deadpool versus Hawkeye. This is in the same numerical sequence as the Daniel Way Deadpool. It's still written by Daniel Way. After Secret Invasion, we had a little something called Dark Reign, in which Tommy Lee Jones was in charge of the Marvel Universe, also known as Norman Osborn and the Green Goblin.
Drawn to look like Tommy Lee Jones by Mike Deodato.
Yes. And he had his own evil Avengers made up of other people impersonating real Avengers. So the Hawkeye of that Avengers is Dead Bullseye. Lots of deads today.
Dead Bullseye.
Dead Bullseye.
It's a new character.
Bullseye, longtime foe of Daredevil and several other people. Crazy assassin, sometimes portrayed by Colin Farrell. And the story of that Hawkeye going after Deadpool is my favorite Deadpool story. It's wacky and ridiculous because they're both murderous lunatics. And it just gets incredibly over the top and funny. At one point, Deadpool builds a armor suit out of meat to defend himself, and he fights in this meat suit, and it's just exactly as ridiculous as that sounds. And it's great Deadpool stuff.
Finally, we'll go with Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe. This is the first Deadpool miniseries written by Cullen Bunn, who has gone on to write several Deadpool miniseries, including... basically, it's the Deadpool trilogy. Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, Deadpool Kills Deadpool, and Deadpool... Killustrated, which was Deadpool interacting with classic works of literature. He's also currently writing Deadpool Mercs
for Money.
Mercs for Money. He works hard for the money.
It's a terrible title.
Yes, which came out last week. And in an odd coincidence, the art is by Dalibor Talajic, who did the artwork on Red Wolf on Red Wolf 1, 2, and 3. So there we go. A little piece of trivia: Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe is the highest-selling Deadpool trade in our store. We've sold more copies of that than any other Deadpool volume. So,
and it is largely self-contained. You don't really
yes.
need anything to know about Deadpool. Just pick up the story, and it'll tell you what you need.
So there you go. 5 places to start with Deadpool. You don't have to go in order. You can pick up any one of these and either move forward, or in the case of Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, read that and be done, but you'll probably want to read more after that. All should be available at your local comic shop. We have all of them. Come get some Deadpool. Go see Deadpool this weekend. Maybe we'll talk about it next week if I can find the time to see it. But that's about it. If you have any favorite Deadpool stories, please list them in the comments below. Share them with the awesome comic reading public. And if you like this episode, please give us a thumbs up. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time.